بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Thanks to International Union of Journalists, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It is very complex to debate thesis, antithesis, and synthesis of international law, since there are so many interpretations, and the actual thing is the power. One is having the power, his rule may give the justice. It is a universal law. Number one. Number two, we have only two approaches available. One is inductive approach and another is deductive one. And again, only two options. That's bottom up and bottom down. Bottom down approach is the state approach to give the justice to whom the justice has been denied. But this is unfortunately the missing factor. It's why that President Tayyip Erdogan said there is a world beyond P5. So justice is a subservient to power, the power which prevails in international relations. In international relations, we say either you are powerful, you will survive, or you will be a prey on the table. So this August gathering has this opportunity to think that when I'm talking about the sad saga of the my people who have rendered 100,000 sacrifices in Kashmir, and Pakistan is supporting us, I will give a concrete support that my Pakistan, who is supporting the human rights in Kashmir, shall be supported by Turkey and other Muslim powers. And I will give the objectively some concrete suggestions which are based on the objectivity. I do not want to go in the details what is being happening in the third world and how humanity bleeds. Because since 2 days, we have been hearing the sad saga of the Muslim world, which is profusely bleeding, including that of mine. I'm really thankful to International Union of Journalists for providing a space for Kashmir, and Dr. Fai has already provided a comprehensive paper, and I will humbly request Professor Rafiq and the ICJU that paper shall be published and it shall go to all policy circles which matter in the domain of the policy. Number one. Number two, International Union of Journalists shall frame working groups of various conflicts who are desperately demanding for the justice. So you will follow the proper mechanism. The mechanism is that International Union of Journalists shall be having the ECOSOC status to reach the human rights mechanism of UNGC. It is a one route. And number two, there shall be a comprehensive blind peer review publications which will reach to those policy circles who matter in the international power matrix. It is route number two. Route number three, What matters in international policy circles is Google Scholar. So how much refined, peer-reviewed, properly referenced papers we produce is very important from the legal perspective of any justice. Number 3, there should be an priority between the conflicts. For example, those conflicts which are within the state and the resistance is within the state and justice is not only denied, but there is a mockery of the justice. For example, there are clear laws in Indian judiciary, Article 22 about human rights, and every human rights situation is the same, but when it is practically implicable, then this justice is denied. That's why I come from that sad society whose 13 daughters are currently in Indian jails and 3 are in notorious Tihar jail, where Maqbul Butt and one of other freedom fighter has been hanged, and another one, Yasin Malik, is about to be hanged. And when you are talking about the international law and its interpretations, this is United Nations' legitimate right of self-determination, which has been given legitimacy by United Nations Security Council for India and Pakistan. So it is a legitimate right to self-determination as per international law. So sir, Dr. Rafiq and Professor and dear jurists, this is the difference. What India is propagating and what is reality in perspective of the international law. And number 4th, my suggestion would be that there should be a Kashmir cheer, because we are at the brink of extinction. The demographic terrorism is in play. There is interplay of power, legal position of Kashmir is being massacred, and also our demography is being shattered on the same lines which has been done in the Palestine in ex-Spain to the Muslims. Now, there is a systematic erosion of the demographic terrorism.
The last 3 sentences, please.
3 sentences is only this, that you have to again consider these points, because you are sitting in the vicinity, in the locality of Maulana Room, who was also the peer of Allama Iqbal. Thank you very much.
Welcome, you are more welcome.